Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Idaho. Alright, we got things going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, we were seeding a few fields. So right now, 7, 8, 10, 13, 1, 25, 24, they're all seeded. 35 is seeded. 36 is the last field that needs to be seeded. And we got the 2870 currently doing that. And we also have the Ford 7000 seeding as well. At the moment, what do we have? We're putting barley in right here. I put canola up there. Soybeans, oats, soybeans, oats, soybeans and oats, oats down there again. So I've got a few fields of soybeans, a few fields of oats, and for the time being, these guys are just seeding there. I don't know if this would be able to work over plowed land, but it appears to be, so I'm just going to let it slide for the time being, because it's taking forever as it is, so I'm just going to let it do that thing. Anyways, what we're going to do is someone suggested in the comments that we sell some of the straw that we're not using, and I think that is a good thing to do. So we're going to go ahead and sell some of these bales here. What I might do actually is, let's just do this. We'll record a course because it's a long way and I don't want to have to do it manually every single time. So it would probably be helpful to have a course going down there. So, where you actually have to sell the straw is you have to sell it at the horse ranch, which is way down here. Just to give you an idea, it's pretty far away. So, we're just going to head down there. And like I said, I'm going to record a course play course at the same time, just because it will take a fair amount of time to get down there, but this is going to be the best way of ensuring that I don't have to do this multiple times myself, which is, you know, sometimes it always works out better that way, right? So that's what we're going to do to start off. Hopefully I'll give those other guys enough time to at least get started on... Oh, that was a bad turn. At least get started on those fields. A good, you know, I don't know, it takes a long time, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. What's the best way to do this? I guess we have to go turn left up here, don't we? Alright. Apparently I can't drive today. Alright, so I have to do this. I was going to do this with a Ford, but I don't think the Ford could handle that many bales all at once in real life, so I kind of said, maybe we won't do that. So that was the idea. So we're gonna go ahead and just use the GMC. It's funny, for a long time I thought the truck that my in-laws had was a GMC because it looked identical to this, but it's actually international apparently, I discovered, which kind of made me laugh a little bit because they were saying it was a GMC, but it's international but it looks identical. That's the reason why I had no idea. Alright, so we need to go here, and then go through the town. I'm a bad driver today. It's because I'm going so fast. That's the reason why it's I'm driving so poorly today. If I weren't driving this fast, I probably would be a better driver. But Fast Dude 3883 says I check out the John Deere 11111, the 1111 Cedar from John Deere. I have seen that one already. It works all right. But the Cedar itself works well, but when you go to reset it, it kind of bugs out, so I don't like that. That's the reason why I don't have it. I used it on my Conestoga map, so that's the reason why I know what it's like at least, which is good. A couple of people having trouble downloading mods from American Eagle Modding. Not sure the reason why. As far as I know, it's not crazy hard to do it. All you need to do is just sign up for an account, basically. And that's it, as far as I know. Then you can just download mods from there, basically. So, I don't know if that's the case for some people having problems with it, if they don't have an account, and that might be the reason why. I don't know. But for me, it was just all you need to do is set up an account with them, and then you can download mods. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, so the expression goes. Alright. Chris is one of the ones who suggested that I sell the straw, so Chris, there you go. We're selling some of the straw bales that we have laying around. Sell them to the horse ranch because heck, we're there anyways, so... Well, we have the extra straw. And I could have easily... sold more had I baled more straw, but alas, we didn't, so... We had a small little baler there, so we didn't need to go that route, I guess. So here's the horse ranch coming up on the south side, or the left side up here. Just hopping cab so you can see it a bit better. So there it is. What does that say? R&R Horse Ranch. We buy hay and straw. So we could sell hay to them as well, which is good for us at least. Alright. So I don't think this is going to manually sell straw for us, or automatically I should say. So what I'm going to do is to set up a waiting point right here, so then when I drive through here, or well, it'll just stop there and then I can deal with it after. Alright, so we need to fiddle with the unloading side, which is F8. So we want, let's just close this for a second. We want left side, no. Back side, no. Right side, no. Trailer. Trailer is what we want. That information up there is all from the developer stuff, if you're wondering what the heck that was. Alright, so let's just drive through here. And let's just see if this works. So let's unload. No. It's not going to do what I want it to do. Oh. Oh no, some of them went in there. Not the right way, mind you. Oh, it's just terrible. Look at that. That's what's happening. They're just like shaking off there. I wonder if I can get up there and push them in the right direction. No, go that way. Jeez. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. Definitely not going in the right direction, though. Alright, so let me do it this way, then. So let's load up these things, then. Sorry, that's developer stuff again. That's the one downfall of this. Alright, so let's change the side to... what does we want? Trailer side. We want right side. There we go. And let's try it this time. And we want to stop unloading. There we go. That's better. So we did make a little bit of money. We did make not a crazy amount, but a little bit of money here. So we should be able to roll these, actually. I think. Some of them. I don't know why they're not rolling. Go, 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 go. You can push them, but they don't... Oh, there we go. There's one more. You probably could push these in real life. Not very well, mind you, but you could do it. What if I can... Oh, there we go. Nice. Let's try to push these ones over here. It's funny because it's funny that you can do this in this game, but I'm just going to move the truck forward a little bit here. It's still recording, of course, so probably best to move it out of the way. There we go. Let's see if we can't sell the last little few bales there. There we go. Nice. This is the one downfall of this trailer. It doesn't always work well for this type of stuff. Nice. I think there's another couple other styles that work really well. There's a Curson, I think it's called. Come on. It's an Curson round bale stacker, and it just drops them vertically, and it works really well for this. I think it is. I think I might have it still. I don't know. Placeable. No, it is a miscellaneous, I think. I might still have it. Basically, it just it does the same thing as the Euro DZN one does. It does it in one long line instead of two. Where is it here? That actually that might work well too. Now that I think about it, maybe it's in bale handling then, or baling technology. Nope. Where is the one I'm looking for? Nope, none of these. It does the same thing as this, essentially, except the only difference is it's instead of having two rows, it has one big row, essentially. But, same idea. Go. Go. It's funny, I could just take the truck and ram them, I suppose, but you probably would be able to... I can't just, you know... Oh well, leave them there. There's only a few bales. Not really worth that much money, I don't think. Anyways, let's head back. So that gave us a little bit of extra money there because, well, actually, I sold quite a few loads of corn and I think wheat, and we ended up with a little bit of money. The problem is that because we have all these fields, they keep having to refill the seeder and the fuel like multiple times. Like right now, as you can see, the money just went down. That was because they were refueling again, or refilling the seeder. So that just gives you an idea as to how many times they refill. I think it started off with 50 grand and it's taken 20 grand or something to refill them like multiple times now. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, but it is what it is. Alright, perfect. I don't think the funny thing about the big field up there at 36 is it's gonna take. I think this will be the last time I use those small seeders. I'm definitely gonna upgrade very soon because very, very time consuming to do it off camera. It was a good way to start, but I think now that we have that we've done it once, I think that'll probably be the only time I do it because it just took way too long. Like even with 2, it just took a crazy amount of time to do it. So, like I think one of the bigger fields, I'm sure it took like an hour or 2 hours, something like that. Kind of let it do its thing, walked away and I had dinner and came back and it was still working away, like that type of scenario. So just to give you an idea, it just very time consuming, but I'm sure it's the way it is in real life too, right? Speed limit 30. Okay. Good thing to know the speed limit is 30 kilometers an hour, or say 30 miles an hour. It's not kilometers. I think what I'll do is I'll drive this guy past the gas station here because he is definitely going to need to be filled with fuel if he's driving this himself, or via Courseplay, I should say. Yeah. It was Donald, 08 Donald 11. He was saying, sell the straw bales that you don't want. And that's the reason why we did that as well. Imasal says he wants me to use a real plow instead of the plow I basically end up getting. Sorry about that. It just would have taken a ridiculous amount of time. Even longer than, like, even the cultivating took a little bit of time, but not nearly as long as the seeding has so far, so. We can go straight up here, actually. Go on one of the country roads. Change it up a little bit. It's also easier than turning with a big trailer as well. It's funny, you don't normally see roads like this with fences along it. You see it every now and then, but not like everywhere. You tend to see if they're not this close to the road, they're further back basically, but the similar idea. More so in Canada. Okay, I don't need to go to the. Are those bales? What the heck are they doing there? That must not be where they... What happened there? Jeez. I have random... actually, you know what probably happened? This is when I was selling it off camera, I imagine. I had one little explosion where the bales went everywhere, so that must have been where they ended up. That's funny. That's too funny. Oh well. Well, it's good to know. At least I found them, I guess. I'm not going to take them to sell right now. I'm just going to go back to the base, but jeez. How they managed to get all the way over there, I'll never know. But that must have really, jeez. Really, really exploded. Alright, let's unpause the course over here so it's got a nice wide arc. Or should be arced enough. Excellent. That's funny. I can't believe they got all the way over there. These things happen, I guess. Not so much in real life, but in Farming Simulator it's a very common occurrence. Oh well. Yeah, it's funny. If I show you the progress of those two tractors, so that's how far they've gotten. Because they're only, like, together they're only 10 meters wide, right? So it still takes a silly amount of time to get that done, especially on those bigger fields up there. Which is painful. Is there another trail around there somewhere? Is that what I'm seeing back there? It looks like there is, but I have no idea where it is. It's funny, if this truck meets another car in the road, it's just gonna... I'll show you what happens. Like with Courseplay, it would probably slow down, but if it met it, This is what would happen. It would just push it out of the way, basically, without any qualms about that. Just it's crazy. I think when Duke made some of the trucks I have, at least, like this truck was made by American Eagle Modding, but if you do the same thing with Duke's truck, they don't even. This one like moved around a little bit, but Duke's would just like stay still and not do anything. I don't know why he made them so heavy. I think it was to do with some of the issues with gravity and whatnot, but they were just beasts when it came to weight, at least. Alright, so I wonder how this course is going to turn out. I don't normally record courses with the GMC because it has a weird turning radius, but every other vehicle should be fine except for this one, I imagine. That's what will probably happen. Either that or I cap its top speed. Because it seems to do well when it's got a low top speed. Or so I've discovered, at least. Alright. Those guys are not even close to being finished, I guess. Ha! Let's just turn in here, I guess. This will be a good place to stop it. Put a little waiting point here. There we go. And then stop the course. I'll call this sell hay, straw, animal. For Animal Farm. Now I wonder if it's going to do the course, or be able to do the course. So I'm not going to sell these bales for the time being. I have a feeling there might be somewhere else where you can sell bales, but I just haven't discovered it yet. That's my gut feeling, at least, or my gut reaction, whatever you're going to call it. There we go. Someone asked why I had an Irish trailer on an American map. And I think I mentioned to the comments, it was like, because I just wanted to try it out. It's a pretty nice little trailer, actually. But the funny thing is, oof, it's getting all laggy here. Wonder why that's the case. One of the reasons is because I just want to try it out. But funny enough, if you look at the trailer I just showed you, where is it here? We can sell that. We don't really use that anymore. The trailer is this one. It actually holds 29,000. Now let me just show you something funny. Actually, the one we're gonna get now, I'll show you at least. I'll probably get it in a bit. We could do both, actually, now that I think about it. It's not in tippers, it's in loading, I believe it is. There it is. So these guys right here, this is from the it is from the American Eagle foraging pack, basically, and they hold 45,000 liters. They hold grass and chaff, so they actually hold more, and they're actually less, which is kind of comical. The question is, should we get the Badger? These ones are these have dual axles in the back. I think there's ones that are a bit more expensive. I don't know why this one's more expensive. It looks exactly the same, but it's worth more. I don't understand why. Let's not get the John Deere. Are there any neutral colors we could get? Miller Pro? Never heard of Miller Pro. So let's go with... I've actually seen Gel stuff in Canada. I've seen a few Gel balers, actually, which is kind of interesting. What else? The Badger. The Badgers... No, let's get this. At least I've heard of this before. Did it buy? No? Yes? No, apparently not. Alright, there we go. So we have one now. Excellent. Let's go check on these guys over here. So they're still rocking away there. It's going to take a long time. That gives you an idea. Now the problem I'm going to run into is that this is a soil mod. So if I don't finish this by tonight, what will happen is this little part right here will be in stage 1, and the rest of it will be in a different stage. So that's one thing I'm going to have to be careful about. So it looks like that Ford's going back for some more seed. And we're down to 33,000. So we were at 40 and we're down to 33 already. Well, I did buy that implement too. That didn't help, but that just gives you an idea. They did go through seed so fast. So I was looking at seeders the other day, and I honestly didn't find anything that was really that really tickled my fancy out there. Unfortunately, at least. But it is what it is. All right. For those who are wondering, this is the overhaul of this. It's the same thing basically, just with some changes to make it so you could pull it with other tractors other than just the Duke's tractors basically, which is pretty cool, I think. 5 meters, that's the same working width as the ones we have right now, and they don't work as well because they're on the 3-point actually. So I'm not sure what seeder we should get. There's a couple of seeders. I could get this one. This is only 7 meters wide, I think, 7 or 8 meters. But there's not many options available, unfortunately, so I'll have to think about that for the time being. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut the episode short. I've done a couple shorter episodes today. Or also there's going to be a lot of waiting for these guys to finish, unfortunately. And I don't really have much else to do at the moment until this is done. And then we'll have to probably spray a little bit of fertilizer, I imagine. Not fertilizer. Actually, yes, fertilizer. And perhaps also a little bit of herbicide. We'll see. Because I don't think we actually have something that can spray herbicide. Or do we? We did. Now we don't. Yes, that's what happened. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't have anything that can use it, so we'll have to go from there. And we should try and use this every single time to make silage or something out of it, because it's going to be the best way to go about it, I think. We could sell that. We'll see. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to stop the episode there for now, folks. A little bit shorter one for today. My name's Iain. Robson has been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from Idaho. We'll come back when these guys are finished seeding. Talk to you guys later.